Hello, this is Danny Blyth from the College of Integrated Chinese Medicine, looking at the 5 elements. This is for acupuncture students. Please pause and read. The character for element in bronze forms looked like this, and in oracle bone forms like this, representing a crossroad, and hence to move, to walk, action, and also from a crossroads a column or a trade. So in some ways you could say that the 5 elements gives too fixed a translation and the 5 phases too fluid. At the heart of the 5 elements is Gan Ying, which is resonance. This is a way of understanding the world not by focusing on the detail, but by standing back, looking at the resonances between things and looking at how they interact. So in China's very distant history, in the Shang dynasty, there was an idea that the sky was divided into 4 quadrants with a central northern star. In the Zhou dynasty, the 5 elements were first discussed as the 5 materials or 5 talents, or as the 5 directions. But Zhou Yan, who was a contemporary of Mengzi and possibly Chuangzi, seemed to really develop the idea of the 5 elements and describe the Sheng and the Ke cycles. And the 5 elements really flourished during the Han dynasty. So like the Shang dynasty heaven, the earliest versions of the 5 elements placed earth in the centre and had the elements arranged in a cross. So if we look at the chi or nature of each of the elements, the nature of fire is that it flares upwards and is excitable. The chi of water flows downwards and it tries to find its lowest place in stillness. The chi of wood flows upwards and outwards in all directions, like the leaf of a tree, and its nature is flexible. The chi of metal moves inwards, and its nature is of hardening and of condensing. And earth holds the centre and nourishes and has cycles of sowing and harvesting. So we can see that we've got 2 pairs of fire moving upwards and water moving downwards, with earth as the pivot, and also wood moving upwards and outwards expansively, and metal moving inwards and conducting, with earth at the centre. The earliest ordering of the elements gives water as the base, and then fire, wood, metal, and finally earth, which is how we get the numbers associated with the elements. In medicine this is useful. It gives us the image of the kidneys and heart as the central axis, and of the kidney Jing or essence, the spleen Qi, and the heart Shen or spirit as the 3 treasures. And on the outer axis we have the liver spreading and moving the Qi around the body, and the lungs representing the outside, so the large intestine, the lungs and the skin containing and moving Qi inwards. In Tai Chi this gives us a nice image for the 5 steps: left, right, forwards, backwards and centrally fixed. So we see this in the 4 seasons, with the upward explosiveness of spring, the yang of summer, the withdrawing and contracting of autumn, and the storage and deep energy of winter. And the last part of each of the season is said to return to the earth for nourishment. So the best known arrangement of the elements looks like this. So through the Sheng or engendering or generating cycle, fire creates earth through its nutrients, earth creates metal, metal creates water, like a water table, water moistens and nourishes plants, wood, and wood burns and gives rise to fire. So whilst engendering the element next to it, each element controls the element next in line. So fire controls metal, metal controls wood, wood controls earth, earth controls water, water controls fire through the Ke, the restraining or the controlling cycle. If an element over controls, this is called Chung or overwhelming or invading. So here we have wood invading the earth, And finally, if this controlling is too weak and goes the other way, this is wu, or insulting or rebelling. So this is metal insulting fire. So lots of these resonances are given in the Suwen, or the Plain Questions, which was written about 200 to 100 BC. So for example, resonating with wood, we have the eastern direction, we have blue-green colour, we have the entering at the liver, we have the orifice of the eyes, we have essence gathering in the liver, and so on through all 5 of the elements. So here are some of the resonances from that chapter. Organs, openings, tastes, numbers and directions, body parts and odours. And in 5 element acupuncture especially, we use colour, sound, emotion, odour for diagnosing, and the resonances of the organs. In Tai Chi we have the 5 steps as mentioned before: stepping forward, move back, face left, look right and being centrally fixed. We have the 5 strategies from the fighter's song: adherence, softness, continuing, following and not breaking contact, not resisting. And we have the 5 aspects of Tai Chi: the hand form, weapons, nail qigong, pushing hands and scattering hands, or the self-defense techniques. So there you have a brief introduction to the 5 elements.